beginning, but we are waiting for people to join us in the live. We have David of David's Closet. Yes!
Hi.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. If you guys haven't watched David, you need to get over. I'm going to link him in this live. He's going to tell you how you can get over there on all his socials in a minute. But we are going to do some questions. If anybody's in the chat, say hello. So yeah, it'll just be us rapping today. No, I do love your bag that you just posted that you got, the navy, because I love blue. So yeah. I'm like,
yeah.
When you
the one right
that,
behind your head actually was my inspiration because it looks like it's navy, and every time I see it, I stare at it. So it's one of the reasons I like the color.
I love it. I was like, oh my gosh, he got a blue GSD. So cute. Yes. Hey, Caleb, how are you? Brian Hydall, hello. Thank you. Welcome in. Thumb up the live, please, guys, if you don't mind. Let's see. So Brian's saying hello. Jackie, yes, connection is great today. Yeah, I had 2 weeks ago, we had just a fiasco, but I will tell you from doing the lives now and doing plenty of them and trying to get people on the lives, YouTube and Instagram, they do not love each other, because anytime I've tried to do that and join a person through the messenger, which they say is totally, yeah, you could join them through anything.
Never.
They are lying. Lies, I tell you, lies. So, David, tell us all about you. Now, you are on the West Coast, or you're on the west side of the United States, right?
So I am in the Central Standard Time Zone.
Okay.
But pretty close to the Eastern Line, so not too far off.
Okay. So Midwestern.
Midwest.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. Good deal. And those of you, like I was saying, David has a great bag collection, and also I like your videos. I love when you did you did the like fake versus real, and you were like, just
threw him off.
So get out of here. We're not even dealing with you. But I love those, and I know everybody loves those kind of videos, because whenever I've done one, people are like, I'd like to see another one. But it costs money to actually buy a fake. Yeah. So I'm kind of like, well, I really want to sink my money into buying, but I get it. If somebody, the problem with fakes is, here's the thing, like you'll have, and if you haven't already, you will have people email you all the time, like, I want to send you a super fake bag. And the thing is, they want you to promote them, and that's just not something that I will do. And really, YouTube kind of frowns on it too. So I'm like, I did that once in 4 years. I did it once, and let me tell you, it was, hey, I deleted that video. It was horrible. So but I mean, I would love to take them and show people what to look for in a bag. Like, don't do this. But then I don't want to promote the company, so they're kind of like, well, So anyway, I end up buying them. MHR is here. Hey, honey, first time you caught a live. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. David, tell us what brought you to luxury bags. Like, was there a bag that you got and you just were like, oh my God, I have to get in deep? What was your gateway bag?
So I've always been into bags. Even as a little toddler child, I always thought they were just fun. And, going to department stores and stuff, just looking at them, of course, not owning any at that point. I always thought they were cool, but it's something I always thought, I can't carry. And I kind of just, pushed it off for years and years. And my gateway was actually messenger bags from Coach Outlet, because they actually have a lot of options for the men's lines. I say that with a grain of salt, because I did a video on men's bags, a lot of options, but they're still all the same. They're all rectangles.
They're all
one zipper, crossbody bag. That's all you have. But my first actual handbag was a Speedy 30 bandolier. And the second I opened it, I knew I was in trouble.
That's it. Because, you're hooked.
Yeah, because it was fabulous. And now I have spent way too much, and now I have too many. So
So
that
your
was
favorite
definitely the gateway.
designer, would it be Chanel or are you more Louis Vuitton? I know you have a
Prada,
mixture.
probably
Yeah.
Prada. I
Prada,
love Prada.
okay,
Yeah,
okay, yeah,
yeah,
I love some Prada,
yeah,
yes. Prada has become insanely expensive, and for
yes.
me, resale is not as great. So,
Mhm.
I tire of a bag, and sometimes I tire of a bag and never end up carrying it. So,
Same.
after a while, I'm like, I really want this bag, but she's got to go in order for her to come in.
Yep.
So it's that evil thing of, oh, why wasn't I born rich instead of so damn good
Right?
looking and funny?
Exactly. No, I agree completely. I agree.
Yes,
But yeah,
right?
no, I
But
love Prada. Prada's my fave. My first pre-loved bag was actually a Prada Galleria, and those
ooh,
are as an owner of one, it's not a great investment because if you buy them new, they're like $4,000 now, and I got
yeah,
mine for 895, and it's in fairly good condition. So,
yeah. The
as a
resale
rebuy, yeah,
goes tank.
down. Yes, it's
Yeah, but
awful.
that's good for us that do buy pre-loved bags and
Yes.
don't mind it because then we can scoop up some really great bags for,
Oh yeah.
let someone else take the brand new price tag, as I
Yep.
say. I'm not
That's how I
about
treat
that.
cars too. Same thing. Let someone else take the
Yeah,
depreciation. I'll take it after.
that's exact. I mean, we
Yep.
never we bought a new car, and Bill and I this year will be 30 years married, 32 together. So, like, we bought a new car once,
Yep.
and that was all. Like, oh no, I can get a
No.
much nicer car if
Uh-huh.
I let someone else take the hit and drive it
Yep.
for 30,000 miles. So
Exactly.
yeah, so we
Exactly.
learned our
Yep.
lesson too.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Yep. And
yeah,
handbags are no
yeah.
different.
Any bags that are on your, because I know you just got the Chanel GST in
Mhm.
that beautiful navy blue color that I love. Well, you can see I love a blue. I just
Yes.
love a blue. But I love your black bag, and now you have the navy. So,
Yep.
any plans to expand on the GST line? Or are we?
I don't know. There is a dark gray with like champagne hardware that I've
Mm,
seen. That's kind of on my radar if it ever were to pop up. Kind of like I explained in that video, it'd have to be like the perfect scenario, perfect price, perfect time,
yeah,
for me to swoop it up. But I'm
the
also
perfect
really
storm.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. But I'm also really obsessed with the idea of a Chanel jumbo. I don't know how I feel about flaps. Every time I buy one from another brand, I end up returning it. So I don't know if that's
yeah.
a good idea, but I also think they're beautiful. So that's
They're
also
beautiful,
something.
but to me, it's kind of a beast getting in and out of one to me,
Yes.
because I like to, if I'm crossbody or shouldering a bag, I like to get in there and get something out. So
Yeah.
functionality is kind of messed up. And that's why I love the GST. I love the totes. I love that 22 bag, even though everybody's had a return on it.
Uh-huh.
I still would love to have one, but there's no way in this world that I would pay
Same.
5, 6, $7,000 for a bag that everybody returned. I
Yep.
mean, if
I
somebody
agree.
were like, I'll give it to her for 1,500, I would scoop it up in a heart. I would work day and night to try to do that.
Yes.
But yeah,
Yes.
it's not going to
Same.
happen. But I love that bag.
Same.
Everybody says it looks like a trash bag, but I'm like, but that's the nicest trash bag I've ever
Yeah.
seen,
I'll
guys.
take that trash bag.
I'll take it
That's
all
for sure.
day. Fill
I
it
think
up with
those are
trash
absolutely
even. I'll
beautiful.
clean it out. Like
Yes.
that bag is
Same.
for me. But
I
yeah,
would agree.
Caleb said, "Oh, hey, Cammy. Cammy's in here, and Caleb is saying men's bags can be very one note,
Yeah,
and we got
for
to get
sure.
away from that because think about it, most of the nicest and best bags that I love and most women love are designed and made by a man, right?
Yep. Yep.
I mean,
Exactly.
you've got who am I trying to think of? Like your Vera Wang for your dresses and stuff, but like by and far any nice bag like Marc Jacobs, love.
Yep.
So good. Nicholas
Yes.
Gaucher, so good. Like these designers, Tom Ford, the men by far outweigh, I feel like, and I'm probably not someone who's really in the know, but my favorite designers of a bag usually it comes from a man. So why do we sort of one note the men's bags, and why can't we just say they're bags? Let's
I
just don't
agree.
separate the, you know what I mean? Like when you
Yeah.
go in a store, and it kind of makes me feel, because for years I wanted to buy backpacks, and I
Mhm.
like a big backpack. But for women in backpacks for so many years, they were this big.
Yep.
And I'm like, no, no, no. I want a man's backpack. And they
Yep.
kind of make you feel some sort of way when you venture over there, like, oh, this is for my husband. I always say like, yeah, it's for, but it was so for me. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
it
No, and
doesn't.
I have that happen too a lot. We were in Vegas not that long ago, and, I think it's the Caesar Forums. They have the men's Louis Vuitton, and then a couple stores down, there's the
Yeah,
women's Louis Vuitton. And every time I go into the women's Louis Vuitton, they always tell me, like, "Oh, the men's is just down there." And it's like, "No,
yeah.
I don't wanna look at those. I know what they
Right.
are. They're all
Don't
the
tell me
same."
what I can carry and what I can't. They make
Exactly.
you feel a certain way,
They
right?
do.
And we should
Yeah.
get away from that. I mean,
Yep.
it's almost Pride Month, guys. Can
I
we
know.
stop with the you go over here and your section?
Yep.
And the same way with sneakers. I love sneakers, but the majority of my shoes are men's.
Yep.
Always. I
Yep.
mean, that's just how it is. That's what I like. That's what I gravitate. T-shirts, men's.
Yep.
So yeah, I am mostly. I wear most of my husband's colognes because they smell so good.
No, I
So
agree.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I have
it
a
is.
lot of
It's
girlfriends that do
just
the same thing.
yeah, it's just a
Yeah.
like okay, you're that way, and okay, you go over here. No, no, no. We
No.
want we all want to shop
Yep.
in the same bubble.
Yep.
Let
That's
us
something
do it.
I
But I
like.
get it.
Exactly, and that's
Yeah,
something I like Coach, I believe their outlet or their maybe it's both websites, but if you go to their website, the bags actually aren't split up from you first go to men's and then you click to bags or women's, it's just bags, and I
yes,
like that because I sometimes it's the same as going into the store, but it's online. I mean, you have to click the women's tab on Louis Vuitton, not that you can buy anything there anyway anymore, but you have to click the women's tab, you have to scroll through all of
yeah,
those, and then if you do wanna look at some men's bags, you then have to backtrack all the way over to the
yeah.
other side. It's a pain, just put it all in the same spot. They're
Put it
all the
on the
same.
same spot, and like Fendi, if you notice, a small little like phone bag from Fendi, you notice that you can get it from the men's side a little bit cheaper too.
Oh, wow, so
Like,
the pink
yeah, there's some,
packs
there are
exists.
some, yeah, there are a few that you can get, and
Wow.
they basically look like the women's
Uh-huh.
version of it, but they, for some reason, don't charge as much, which always, I'm like, then why wouldn't I buy the men's line
I
if
agree.
you're
I
gonna,
agree. That is
it
crazy
just
to me.
is, yeah, our world needs to, it needs to come along faster
I
because I'm not
agree.
getting no younger.
Same. Same. It's 2023, just yeah, I agree
Yeah.
completely.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Let's see if more MHR says if more men carried bags, they'd certainly spice up the selection. Winnie, are you keeping your blue capucine? am. I am keeping it because it's gorgeous and I love it, and I got such a great deal on it. Even if I use it for a year or two and then gift it to my daughter or decide to sell it, I'm going to get basically around what I paid for it because I'm going to take care of it. But yeah, I, I do love that blue bag. Yeah, I was kind of in the middle about it, but people are like, keep the bag. Yeah. Let me see if we've got any good questions in here. Let's see. Jack
Yes.
says, I've been trying to get James to branch out from the messenger bag. He's now in a chest phone bandolier from Coach. Good for him. That's awesome. Ellie, I'm sorry, is it Ellie or Eli? Ellie Schubert. Hi there. I've heard jumbo single flap is the way to go. Not heavy and easy to get in and out of. What do you think? What do you think, David? I have no
I've
experience with
never I've never felt the jumbo flap, but,
that.
I did a video a while back. I need to find my review on it, but the Rebecca Minkoff Edie Maxi, which I think size-wise is very comparable to the single flap,
Yeah.
and I will say that bag was not as heavy as the GST. That is one downfall of the GST, if no one
Mm,
knows, it is a very heavy bag. So
yeah.
if it's anything like the Minkoff bag, as far as, the single flap and not being as heavy, I can see where that would be weight-wise great. My problem with the Minkoff bag was kinda like Winnie said earlier, getting in and out of it was just a pain.
In
So that's
out of it
something
is
I
the
would
pain.
yeah. So I'm not
Yeah.
sure if the Chanel would be the same way. I need to get my
Yeah.
hands on one because I really wanna try because I think they're absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
So
The Rebecca Minkoff bag, which I love, but every time I get one, I don't. I don't even end up, I'll put some stuff in it and then I don't carry it. I don't know what's stopping me, but I think they're gorgeous and they are the closest thing in my mind that you can get
Yeah,
to a Chanel. I mean, they look like it, they function like it, that beautiful. They have such great hardware.
they do.
The thing about it is those magnets are so damn tight. I
They
mean,
are.
on a mink off bag, like I mean, it
Yes.
snaps closed, girl. I mean, it's not, you're
No.
like, oh God, I just need it in
You
my
feel like
bag.
you're gonna rip the bag trying to open it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
holy crap. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
very, very polarized, strong
It
magnet.
is. It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. I mean, and
Um,
I guess that's good, but yeah,
I
it's
mean,
kind
yeah,
of
you
like,
don't want a bag that's gonna fall open, so I get it.
no, God,
There
no.
has to be a balance because you also can't rip your bag in half every time you have to open it.
No, and
Um,
falling open is only good on like a Saturday night for a few minutes, then we're done.
right? Right?
Oh my God, yeah. It's MHR. Yeah, we read MHR. Jack's bag tech. I also like the Coach Voyager bag. It's a barrel bag. I do love that. But has anybody seen the new Marc Jacobs? I showed it to Caleb. But yeah, I agree. Let's just call bags bags. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
agreed.
takes the I just feel some sort of way when I'm shopping for shoes, for t-shirts, for backpacks. I just feel some sort of way. It's that thing of like when I used to shop for my grown daughter, right? Now I
Mhm.
don't because she can do her own shopping, but she was much smaller than me. So going into the juniors and the smaller, it kind of made me feel like, are you going to do a pretty woman on me and say we have nothing for you? Like I feel that I know they're not, but I just feel like I have to go out of my way when they come and ask. I always say, "Oh, I'm shopping for my daughter." Like who cares? Like what?
Right.
Just buy what you want. Yeah. But
I
yeah,
agree.
I'm old school that way. Like, are people judging me or what's happening? Yeah.
Same.
I can't deal with it. I just can't. But anyway, yeah, we can all agree on that. As a
Yes, for
round,
sure.
short person, Jack says the straps on men bags fit me better. They are longer and they
They are.
do fit better. But why can't we do that on all of the like?
Yes.
There needs to be a happy medium, guys. I saw a girl. I don't know what. I think I was looking at Capucine bags today. Like when you buy a bag or when you have a bag coming, you want to look at every video
Yes.
on that.
All the time.
I do that all the time too. And I noticed a little gal, she was probably not even 5 foot tall, very petite. She had bought a Chanel bag, or maybe it's a Louis Vuitton. I can't remember. I guess it was a Capucines. Yeah, I was looking at Capucines. Just said it. I've watched so many damn videos today, but no, this
Right.
this girl actually had a BB, like a smaller Capucines, but the strap didn't have any adjustments for, and I mean, it literally came down between it came down to her thigh between her hip and knee. So she had done a whole video on having this bag strap, fixed at Louis Vuitton. I was like, that's horrible. I mean, it just looked like she was just dragging the bag. I felt so sorry for her. Like,
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
Adjustable straps aren't necessary. I don't know why any strap is not adjustable.
It
Drives
has
me
to be,
nuts.
right?
And removable because I like to remove straps too.
I love a top hand.
Yep.
Listen, I
Same.
love a speedy. Some days I might want to strap it on. You know what I mean? Some days she don't. She wants to
I
just
agree.
top handle. I love a little top handle moment. Just goes right in the crooked.
Yep.
That's one of my favorite. Like, up here's my bag. Flex, hi. Bring me
Same.
in the store. I'm going into Walmart with an $8,000 bag. Look at
Yes.
me.
Yes. I know. Just the other day, I went to Dollar Tree with my Givenchy Antigona, and I'm like, I look
You're
odd. I'm
like,
sure.
let me go on and get these. What's out now? Spring. Let me go on and get this wall hanger
Yeah.
and these luau beads and luau. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Let
for
me go
sure.
on and get this bikini coconuts. Whatever. Yeah, it's
Yep.
always the same thing, right?
Always.
I
Every
love
year.
it. I love it. But my daughter cannot pass a Dollar Tree without. Hey, mom, you want to go in? Yeah, let's
I'm
go in
guilty
there
of that
and
too.
yeah, let's drop $25 for
Why not?
me.
Yes. Same. Same. Every
Oh
time.
my God, but we love it. We love to see it. And we have to go through every single section. And I'm like, can we please pass the candy today? Because I don't eat candy right now, and I can't. Yeah.
I love candy.
I do too. Oh my God, I love it. I miss it so much.
You poor thing.
I know. Dawn says hello. Oh, Melissa's
Hi.
Corner. Hi. Hey, girl. Welcome in. I'm glad to see you. Melissa's Corner. She's got a great channel. Love her. Let's see. Melissa Adams Wade. Caleb, I agree. I'm sick of all these limited edition bags. We are getting a little like, I love, as you can see, I love a limited edition bag, but it makes it not limited edition when you drop a limited edition every other week. Like,
Yes.
let us catch our breath. Who is buying all these limited edition bags? Like,
Someone with a bigger bank account than me, that's for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Like, show me who can buy. Oh my God, they dropped this in yellow today. Wait, tomorrow is the round 2 of this, and then they bring back the epi leather, and I'm like, guys, seriously, think about what you're doing. We can still buy those bags pre-loved in good condition
for a lot less than they cost new. That's for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dale did a video on that, and I was like, hooray, yes! Don't be taken in by this, guys. But yeah, people are still going to go in there and buy a bunch of bags. You know, that's how it is. Chris, the Thick Titan. Hello, doll. Chris says, I get irritated when I shop on 24S because to see all the bags, you have to switch between genders. Yeah, it's enough. We're done, guys.
Yep. Agreed.
Yeah. We're over that. Jennifer Hodges finally caught alive. Thank you for coming in. Oh my God. Melissa Adams Wade. I have to say it because there's a couple of Melissas in here right now. My hubby wants to get his first bag. It's a Dior saddle bag, but the men's version. I mean,
I want one of those.
Yeah, those are cute. Those are cute. My girlfriend had one, and she did not like when you put stuff in there, there's barely nothing going in. But we don't care if stuff goes in. That's what pockets are for, and another tote inside your car.
Yes, agreed.
I do that thing where I carry, I've been carrying these Portland leather goods totes, knocking around with them. But then if I want to flex on a little tiny bag, these are great because I can leave all my stuff in there and just, trot in the store with them. Woohoo! Yes. Let's see here. In my eye, if it's machine made, it's fast fashion. Yeah, well, they're getting that way, babes. They're getting that way. Yeah. Jackie, don't give it away. Let's see. Dale Seaside bag is very her. Oh, yeah. I just watched her video today. Yes, that is her. She has a quirky way about her. Devin! Oh, my God. Hello, love bug. Andrea V, congrats. Thanks. I'll need luck. I don't know what that was about, but I'll go back here and see. Ollie! Hi, doll. Ollie has the best bags. Oh my God. Hi, just joining. He says, when I owned a Chanel Jumbo, I felt like it wore me rather than the other way around. I'm 5'3". Right. Oh my God. I can't with that. And heavy? Not today. Not today. Andrea, yes, the prices are increasing tremendously. I was able to grab a great one from Luxury Promise earlier. So everybody's saying hello to you. Hey, Eva. Hey, girl. She's not traumatized. We had a live the other night. And I was like, let me just go on and say everything, which is, how I do. Hello, Sana. Shatkray. Sana. How are you? Thanks for the hearts, love bug. Those are cute. Cami says lots of YouTubers can drop that money on these new limited editions. They unbox them all the time. They do. And lots of us can't and think we can.
Yes.
She's
wish we could.
Oh my God. Listen, she's got to stop. And I'm serious about it because if I keep going, I'm 2020 Winnie all over again. And pump them, guys. But yeah.
I'm with you. I'm on a freeze after my Impulse Chanel purchase. I am done for the year because I also had a very rapid year. I think it was 2020 for me too, where oh my God, way too many bags. And it's because COVID, we weren't doing anything. so we weren't leaving the
Yeah.
house. I wasn't spending money anywhere else. So I'm like, oh, let's just keep blowing it all on this
Me
stuff.
too.
Yes, and then you were
I
like,
was
oh, well,
just
we
like,
didn't do
oh
anything.
my
Why
God.
isn't my savings account bigger? And you're like, oh, it's
Yeah.
because I spent them all. Okay.
Oh God. Sana says, give me bananas. Okay, girl. I say that sometimes myself. I feel you. Yes. Yes. Give me all the bananas, honey. We were watching something the other night, my husband and I, and I can't even remember what it was. That's how brain dead I am. But the person said, if you were a fruit, what fruit would you be? And I looked at him and he was like, all right, banana, we know. Like, there's no question. Yeah. So there's that. So yeah, you're cooling off for the year.
That's
David,
what I
tell me
say.
how that works out, doll.
It won't because it never does.
It never does.
No,
But I
never.
mean, I say it to myself all day long, all day long, all day long, and then, oh shit, I just bought that. What's happening? Yeah,
Yep, same. Yep.
I did. So yes. So hubby home yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. And what does
He's
what does hubby think of your bags?
so he actually likes them and he enjoys them. He
Good.
doesn't know what they all cost.
Good.
So of course we
Why
had
you
to. Yeah, he never will. The only reason he'll ever find out is if God forbid, anything ever happens and like our house catches on fire and burns down, because I have a special insurance policy for all of them,
Yeah.
and I have to provide all the documentation of what they cost, what I paid for them. So if that ever happens, you'll see me just like running towards Canada or something because when he sees that, he'll be upset, I'm sure. But
Yeah,
he
they
loves
tend
them.
to like I don't know what you do, but everybody knows I do that thing. When he really questions me, I go, if it was 1,000, I say, oh, it's like $400.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Because what does he know from 400 to 1,000 to
Exactly.
2 to 3, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I told Anthony the Chanel I got, I think I told him it was 1,800
Yeah.
because I don't know why. That's just a number that stuck in my head. And I'm like, that's
That's
still
a
a
good one.
lot. Don't get me wrong. But
Yeah.
he knows what they normally cost. So he'll be like, oh, okay, no big deal. But
Yeah.
it was definitely more than that.
It was. Right. We
Yes.
know. We know.
Yes.
You
And
can
he
get a
doesn't
beater
watch.
for that. You can get a pretty good, eh, you know, so cornerware,
Yeah.
iffy one for 18. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
those are
Yeah.
nice.
Yep.
Yes,
And he won't know the difference between condition.
Wednesday. Oh my God, thank you, Wednesday. I love you. Thank you for this super chat. You're such a sweetheart. Now, Caleb, Caleb wants to know, switch it around.
Uh-huh.
Caleb wants to know, who do you recommend for bag insurance?
So we have it's a company called Farm Bureau. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
like regional or not, but that's
Yeah,
who
we
our
have
insurance
that.
agent is. And my mom actually works for them too. So
Okay.
I just asked for a special rider in addition to our homeowners policy because
Yeah.
the regular homeowners policy only covers like $3,000 worth of like accessories and clothing and stuff, which is what they
Right.
fall under. So you definitely want to check with your insurance provider. If you own or rent, check
Yeah.
because I was horrified when I found out I couldn't replace one for,
Oh
for
my God.
the standard
Yes.
policy.
That
And
is
it isn't
great.
that
You're
expensive
right.
either. It was actually incredibly cheap, I feel. I don't remember the exact amount for the year, but it's
Right.
tacked onto our homeowners and paid through that. So it's
Yeah,
definitely
I
worth
need
doing
to
if you
talk to my
don't.
guy, but I don't really. I'm not crazy about my insurance guy, but it's that thing of like, don't rock the boat, don't call me, I
Uh-huh.
won't call you. Like
Yep.
he did that thing of he little ladied me one time. Do you know what that is? I can't stand that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm.
He was like, "Is your husband? We're gonna," and I was like, I
Mm-mm.
ring the bell around here, mother effer.
Yes,
What you
exactly.
trying to say? I said, anything
Not
you
cool.
gotta say, go on and say it to me. So now,
Yes.
this was an IRA that we had, and it was in my name. And he was like, well, I'm no longer going to service it. I was like, thank God,
Yes.
because you pissed me off when you little ladied me.
Get
So then
out of
I
here.
went and found a wonderful agent who is a lady and she understands me.
That's
And
good.
that thing's not worth the paper it's written on anymore, but still.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've asked him several times and now I'm really mad at him. So I don't talk to him anymore. But, Bill says quite frequently, like, what would you do if someone came into the house and grabbed them. They got ruined, fire, something,
Yeah.
water leaks, anything could
Yep.
happen. And I'm always, I've asked him about it before, and he just was kind of like blew me off about it. Like, well, you have to prove what you paid for them, and I have to see them, and I have to come in and see them. And I was like, these are all not problems. Like, okay,
No. Yeah, no.
and
No, you need to
but
switch insurance companies. Now I did have
yeah,
to
I need
catalog
to.
them, and every
We
time I
did
get a new one, I have
have
to catalog.
Yeah, we did have Farm Bureau, and I don't
Mm.
remember why we stopped. Once you stop, you have to be a member, right? It's like
Yep.
a membership thing.
Mhm.
And I know my husband was with them when we got married, and then I don't remember why we even stopped. I'm not really sure. I think that guy made me feel some sort of way too. So
Probably.
it's
They
like,
can be pretty pricey too. I mean, we've
yeah,
bounced between companies before.
yeah,
We recently went back because my mom works there, so we get a membership discount, and
that's
there's a
good.
few other perks that make it work out and balance out. But
Right
it's
on.
definitely important. But that's also when you realize how much money you've spent. That's when I realized how much this collection had cost me because
Oh
I had to
gosh,
catalog them, provide the receipts, and then I also have to provide replacement costs because my policy is written for replacement costs, not just what I paid for them.
I don't
So
think I could face the number. I don't
oh,
want to know
it's
the number.
awful. It made me almost sick. I love them and they're worth it, but for the moment when I was going through all the math and submitting everything, I fell to the floor and I'm like, "What the heck did I just do?"
I know.
But then you look at the replacement cost because we buy pre-loved a lot. So I mean, you're talking
Yeah,
double replacement costs almost because some of these bags you get such bargains on. I
it's
mean,
crazy.
yeah,
It is the craziest
yes,
thing. Oh my god, I know exactly what you're saying, but
yeah,
yeah. We all need to sit down and think about that. But I know,
yes,
I was very shocked last year. I did my taxes, and I just did my year of spending, like, because I claim this as a business now.
yeah,
You
of
know,
course,
I have to because they 1099 you and stuff. So I mean, I
yep.
have to claim it. I mean, I guess I could get away with not doing it for a couple of years, then I'll go to jail. But but
You
yeah,
in
I
prison, that'd
sat
be fun.
down and like went through all my receipts and went through like all of the places, Bloomingdale's, all
Mhm.
these Macy's, Nordstrom,
Yep,
all of that. I went through my whole checkbook, or not checkbook, but my whole statements and
yeah,
all that. And I was like, oh, I mean, it helped me on my taxes, but then I
yeah,
was like, where did I piss away all that? Like,
yes,
is that what's behind me right now? Oh my
I
god.
know.
Yeah.
I know I
Sometimes
somehow
people will ask you too, like, what do
uh-huh,
you think you spent? And I'm like, I don't want to have a heart attack, so I don't
yeah, don't
know.
ask. Don't ask, because I don't wanna let anyone know, because I don't wanna think about it.
Right?
I know,
Ask
I
me no
wish
questions, I'll tell you no lies. I might
exactly, exactly. I know I wish I could write them off somehow, so I have 2 jobs, I work corporate HR, and I'm also a real estate agent, and I wish I could write them off somehow with my real estate taxes, but I can't, of
Yeah,
course. But
I
I wish
know.
there's some way I could spin it, I would, because that would be
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah. I think once you start getting sort of going with your YouTube and it gets
Mhm,
bigger and you start making a little money, then you can start to, oh, I bought that, and I showed this in a video, or
yep,
I bought that as a gift for another, stuff like
yeah,
that.
for
So,
sure.
yeah, it's definitely doable for
Here's
sure.
to hoping.
Yes,
Cross your
it'll
fingers.
happen. Yes, yes, of course. Cami says every time I buy a new bag, my husband says, "Don't you have that one already?" Clueless. No, mine.
Yes,
He's a like, "Ooh, I've
uh-huh,
never seen that. Where did that come from?" I'm like,
mhm.
"Yeah, yeah, I've had it." He's like, "Don't lie to me." I'm like, "Oh my god, I need to go somewhere. I don't know what you're talking
See, Anthony notices
about."
when I get new ones, but he thinks they all look the same, and I do buy a
Oh,
lot of
that's
duplicates in
good.
different colors, so when I showed him my new Chanel, he's like, "You already have that one," and I'm like, "No, it's blue," and it was dark in the room, so you probably couldn't tell,
Yeah,
but I turned the light on, and he's like, "Oh, it is blue," but to him, he's like, "Once you have one, they all are the same, what's the point?"
no, they
He
don't
doesn't
get.
get it.
They
No, they
don't
don't.
get it. They really don't. They
They
don't.
really don't.
I think Caleb's husband gets it. Zane, because he does the lives and he shoots
Yep.
his and edits and stuff, so he
Oh,
gets
yeah.
it.
Yes.
But everybody else's husband's kind of like, what the hell? Yeah.
I
But
know I
yeah,
always love
what's
the
he?
commentary on his videos, and I think I'm assuming it's Zane when he edits them. I
Oh
always
yeah.
love it. If you ever watch, just read
Oh
those.
my
They're
God.
hilarious.
It's like pop-up video. I love
Yes,
it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I love it.
Yes. Zane, I always tell him, like, quit your day job in medicine or whatever and get over there and start editing these videos for a living. Probably be more fun. But yeah, Sin says hi. Wednesday says, sorry that I can't just enjoy your chat. Too many demands on my time. Everybody needs something, but I wanted support. Keep up the good work. Wednesday, thank you, doll. I don't know if you're still sticking around, but thank you. If you're watching in the replay, my heart is pumping out big, pure love for you, okay? Sin says hi. Elizabeth Spell at Melissa Adams Wade. Love your videos too. Yes, everybody's got a going channel. Cute earrings. These are my Julia earrings, guys. Tie Tie's Closet, my bags and the hubby's bags are also insured through our renter's insurance. We just have a custom written policy. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. You guys are smart. I need to get on it, but
You
oh
need
my
to.
gosh,
I
coming up
know.
with all the receipts and then
Oh,
Bill might find out because he
just
would see
hide
them.
them. Hide them. You can take care of it. You're good.
Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty stealthy, pretty sneaky. You know,
Yeah,
my friends used to call me all the time in college to like go spy on their boyfriends and yeah, good
I love
times.
that.
Let's try past his house just one more time, okay? Yeah. Yeah, I know that feeling. Oli says I buy that shirt. Don't little lady me, mother. Yeah. I really need to yeah, put a patent on this. Let it be known. We're documenting it now. That's me. That's mine, guys. No one steal my slogan. Let's patent that today.
Yes,
Sin says take photos of all your bags. Well, I have videos, so that'll be good, right? I
that
could do
helps.
stills of that. Yeah. Lavon, hey, from Chicago. Oh my God. Hello, Lavon. Caleb laughed at that. Sin says it helps to have a husband that has an obsession too, right? But mine doesn't anymore. He really doesn't. Well, he does with the, he loves why. I don't know why I heard that. But anyway, and he loves guitars. And I bought him that Lego set. You guys remember? Was it has it been a year ago? Last year. I think it was Father's Day this time last year. I bought him that electric guitar, the Fender Lego set. We still haven't done it. I know. I love to Lego. I love to puzzle. I
It's
love
fun.
it. Sin says, let's see, we got Sin. Dreamcatcher says, love your new bag. Oh, and if you have seen, you got to go over and watch David's video. I'll link it and everything down below. He bought a new bag from Fashion File and it is fabulous. I love it. I
It's
love
the
it.
best.
It is the best. Elizabeth says, my husband is nosy too. They go poking around where they don't need to. I'm like, get out of that room. Get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Sana, my friend, what did you want to tell me, sweets? Go ahead. Chris says my husband doesn't have an equivalent to my handbag obsession. Really? No golfing, no basketball, no sneakers. Everybody's got something. We got to find it. Chris got a new bag today, and man, oh man, go over on his Instagram, The Thick Titan, and check it out. I hope he posts when he gets the bag because it's gorgeous. Oh, I love it. So if you had a wish list, do you? I assume you've got one.
Oh, yeah.
What's on that list? We want to know what your next
Oh
thought
gosh.
is.
So my wish list right now, if I were to break it down, it's more like by design house. So I do want something from Hermes. It's kind of in my radar. Obviously not a Birkin or a Kelly because my bank account can't. I need to sell. I'm not on Selling Sunset making all those commissions, so I don't make enough to do that. So
Oh
there's a
God,
couple
if
of
only.
bags,
You
right?
might one day.
Maybe someday, but who knows? This market's crazy. But
Yes.
there's a couple I have my eye on there, and they're just, I don't even remember the names of them. I have them favorited on my fashion file list, a couple of
Okay.
them. And then I want a Lady Delight from Dior. Those are kind of my next obsessions.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm afraid if I ever got one, which I'm not, we're not we're done, Dior. Like Lady Dior's, we're done. But Dawn and I found, well, Dawn found it. I can't remember what it's called, but Dawn found it, I think, last year. And it's a little tiny cinch, like $2,200. I'm like, ugh, I can't, but I want it so bad. It's so cute. But yeah, Dior is big money, and then she does resell pretty good. Like
Hmm.
I've never bought anything Dior that didn't have a good little resell to it. So
That's
yeah,
good.
yeah, they don't lose as much as like your Fendi. I don't know why everybody's crazy for Fendi,
Hmm.
but they're the same as driving a car off the lot. They
Yep.
just depreciate as soon as you spend. It just is
Yep.
insane.
It is.
But you saw I mean, last year we just could call it the year of Fendi.
Seriously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it was
And I love
every
Fendi.
time you looked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I love Fendi, but it's kind of like with the Louis Vuitton bringing back some of the epi leather and like more vintage styles. You can
yeah,
get a vintage baguette for six, seven, $800 for a decent condition, or a
yeah.
brand new one for what 4,000 now.
Not
So I know
having it.
that's
No.
also on my list. I want a
Mm-mm.
baguette.
They are limited editioning us out. So yeah, yeah. Let's see here. Melissa's Corner says, my husband says it's just like any other hobby. It really is. But my little girl and I, we talk about this on the regular because when the postman comes calling and things get delivered, she's like, what'd you buy, Mom? And I'm like, well, I'm just in one of those moods where I just want to buy everything and I really shouldn't. So I'm probably going to be sending some stuff back. But yeah, she just is like, you need to stop. What are you doing? I'm like, there's a hole inside of me. I think that bags can fill it.
I agree.
That or Cookie Crisp. And since I'm laying off the Cookie Crisp, she's gone to the give me them bags. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. It's that way. It's that
It
way. I
is.
just don't know.
It is, and I tried to like fill the void with the less expensive brands. And I know on my channel, I always talk about how I don't care about price tag. Like if it's beautiful, it's beautiful. I don't care where it's from.
Yeah.
But lately, I've been trying to buy, like for example, the Rebecca Minkoff in place of a Chanel bag. Well, obviously that failed because I ended up buying a Chanel bag, and spoiler, I returned the Rebecca Minkoff. It had some condition issues I noticed.
Yeah.
But I just every time I recently have purchased something that's Tory Burch is a big one too. I tried several bags from Tory Burch over the years, and I feel like I return every single one. And I want to be clear, I'm
Mhm.
not using and returning them. I look at them on a shelf for like 3 days, and then I say,
And
no,
then you're like,
they're
I'm
going
done.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm not going to grab for it. And though it was
Yeah.
less expensive than Chanel, it was still anywhere from, $200 to $500 that I could
Yeah.
put
Tory
towards a Chanel.
Burch. She thinks she's getting up there. Like I'm
Yes.
like,
Well,
you
let me
need to
tell you what happened to
stop.
me.
You need to jump back down there with
Uh
Coach,
huh.
honey. Stop
Yes.
this. I don't know
So
who
we
you
went
think you're trying
to
to fool.
right. I know
Yeah.
we went to the outlets, and where I live, we don't have like Louis Vuitton, Prada, any of those places.
Yeah,
We
me
have
neither.
one store, and they do sell a few Prada items and a few Christian Louboutins, and that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
So I have to depend on the internet, fashion file, things like that to get my fix. But we go to the outlets, and there's the Coach outlet, the Kate Spade, Michael Kors, Tory Burch,
Yeah.
and Tory Burch outlet. They acted like they were Louis Vuitton. They had a line outside. You had to have
I
a client advisor walk you through the store. And I know I'm sitting there holding my Chanel bag, and I'm like, okay, do you like? My first instinct is they think I'm gonna steal from their store, and I'm like, I'm carrying
yeah.
like what would be like a $4,000 bag. Don't think I'm gonna steal from
They
the Tory Burch
really
outlet.
do. Yeah,
They
you're right
it's
about that.
yeah,
They feel like they're the what we used to think was the Ralph Lauren, because I love to go to an outlet for Ralph Lauren, and
yeah,
Ralph Lauren's always been my ultimate. I have always loved Ralph Lauren stuff, always, always. But that's why we always went. That was the first thing we hit, and then we would go to the other. But yeah, Tory Burch is like, oh, I'm now the queen of all the outlets. Stop. I need you to
no,
stop.
yes,
Like,
yes,
yeah, I'm
and
fitting to
like the
go over
bags are
here
beautiful.
to Kate Spade and buy the
Yes,
same bag for $78.
exactly. Well, that's the thing is
Yeah.
also the prices. There was a bag again. David's obsession with flat bags right now, even though I know I don't like them. They had one that was similar to like the Chanel flap, and I forget
Yeah.
what it was called. It's in their outlet line, and the Willis maybe I don't know, but it
Yeah.
looked like a big Chanel
Oh
bag,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I've seen
and it
that.
was
Yeah.
so expensive. I'm like I could buy like two Rebecca Mean costs for what this outlet bag costs.
Yeah.
It blows my mind. And like I said, they're beautiful, but I'm with you. I can go to Kate Spade and get something similar for $89
I know. Exactly.
and not be treated like a criminal walking in the
Yeah.
store.
It's insanity. Let's see here. Blue Bannister says Fendi resale is horrendous. Wasted months trying to sell a baguette and it sold for a quarter of the full retail. Isn't it insane? And we have such a for Fendi right now. Like we still do. It's still in the air. We're still like feeling those baguettes and
Yes.
stuff. Yes. Oh my gosh. Ollie says hi to Caleb. Chris says I bought a new bag today, full price, which is super rare for me. And that bag is super nice. I love it. Yeah, it's a big risk. It really is. Bergen Boy, hi. How's Memphis, my doll? Hey guys, Melissa's Corner. When UPS comes, my husband yells, "Your boyfriend's here!" No doubt. Oh, my poor little postal guy. He does not like to get out of his little truck. He hates it. Like, I don't know. My last guy loved him, but this one he hates. So whenever I have packages, I can just see him in the camera like, this bitch. He's like walking up to the, you really literally had to get out of your truck for 2 seconds. But I mean, we'll have a bunch of stuff because I have one of those big mailboxes. It's pretty big. He will shove so much crap in there, you can't even barely get it out. I'm like, you couldn't have delivered these to my door? You suck. Yeah, he's that way.
Of course.
Oh, Tamala, hi doll. Okay, Sin says she loves Ralph Lauren clothing. Me too. Sin says Tory Burch doesn't do it for me. I mean, the only Tory Burch bag that I'll ever love is this one. I love it. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. And no one ever knows it's Tory Burch. They're always like, what is that? It's gorgeous. I'm like, it's Chanel. No, it's not. Tamala says, oh my gosh, there's my Winnie BLV. If I'm having a bad day, I find your videos. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you. You're a doll face. Tori Birch is acting way too snooty. She's too hot for her britches.
Yes.
People in the boutique, yeah, they do. Caleb says, I feel like Tori Birch designs don't evolve. Right? They're the same.
I agree.
Yes.
I
And,
agree.
and she'll design the perfect bag like this one that everybody is loving, and then their designers will go, you know, we should make that handle swivel. Let's change everything and make it like, no, you had a good
No.
thing. Stop. No,
Yes.
they've got to keep pushing the envelope. Yeah.
Of course.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, designs don't evolve. Seems like we're seeing the same designs. Yeah, it really is. It's that Ella tote just shoved at us in every different material, pattern, size, shape, like this, the Ella tote. Yeah, and I
Yes.
love an Ella tote, but once you have one or two of those, you're good. You're
Good.
good.
I agree.
Jackie says Jackie, the UPS people know your name. This is not a good relationship. I think it's the best relationship. It's one of my most lasting and longest relationships. Is It was first my mail guy, and then he switched a few years ago, and now it's my UPS. Sometimes it's a lady. I like her because she doesn't judge. She's just like, you got some packages today. And then yesterday I had 4 packages, or no, not yesterday. Friday. Saturday. I had 4 packages, okay? He's like, well, we did some shopping. I'm like, don't judge me. Don't, please. Just lay them down. Thank you. Let me sign. Okay? Bye. I can't.
Yes.
I already have to deal with the judgment from everybody else in the world and my family and my friends and my husband. I don't even
Yep.
know you. We don't know each other this well, okay? So back up.
Yep. I agree.
I have to leave a note. You know, sometimes they'll do that thing where they act like they're, oh yeah, we tried and you weren't. No.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
No, ma'am.
I know when you were here. So I put a note on the door. Please ring the bell, UPS. We are home. Just to let, like, get that in your head. Don't.
Yep.
You already had that note written out when you left your truck. Stop it.
Yep.
I know your games, your tricks.
Yes.
I think DHL is the best because DHL and I very rarely get anything from DHL because so few. If it's international, like the Japanese sellers on eBay, they use that a lot, and they are really good. I've had one knock on my door at like 10 p.m. before. I've been waiting all day, waiting and waiting. And I thought, I'm not going to bed. I'm not going to bed. It says it's going to be delivered. He's just running late. And he did. I was like, oh my God,
Oh,
I
yes.
love you. You're the
Yes.
best. Thank you,
Yes.
DHL. They got to get it there. Like that. Remember that old commercial? They got to get it there. Hello, Meredith. Oh my God. Hello, girl. We were just talking about you. Actually, we were talking about Fendi's, which made us think of you. And now you're here. I'm so empathic, guys. I'm actually not. Oh man. Dawn says I saw a Tiffany Fendi for $10,000 on fashion.
It's so beautiful though. That collection is awesome.
It
And I
is
want a piece of
cute.
it so bad. Because two
I
of one of
do
my favorite
too, but
brands.
I can't. I can't. I
No,
can't. I can't.
no,
I can't
I'm
do
too
it.
broke for that.
Way too like
Yeah.
beyond. I am beyond
Same.
broke. And then
Same.
we were at work today, and we were in a Zoom, and one of the bigger bosses was in there, and she's really nice, but she said, "Yeah, lots of changes happening and coming down the pike." And I was thinking, I mean, I get, of course, what goes through my head is, "Oh God, I have things I just purchased. You can't don't no." I need
Yes.
to have this job. Like, don't even play with me. Don't even say that. And joking, like, my mind is running a million miles.
Yes.
Who's gonna hire a 54-year-old woman? No. Oh God. Oh my gosh. Meredith says I have the most judgmental DHL guy. Really? He counts my packages in the. Yeah. I'm like, move along. It's none of your business. Goodbye. Goodbye. Yes. Yes, there are bags in here, but that's not your concern. Move on.
Amen. Amen to that.
Yes, like stop. You're just like you do what you gotta do. I mean, don't seriously, like just put them on the porch. If they would text me, I would run out to the truck. I mean, that's how I am. I'm like, well, shoot, I'll come out there.
Same.
You don't have to walk anywhere. I know it's hot today. I'll bring you a lemonade. Just
Yes.
text me when you get here. I'll run right out.
Yes. I've been tracking this package for 3 days. Come on. Like, yes.
It's here to, and the holiday really screwed me up because I was like,
I hate it.
things are gonna make it Saturday. They're gonna make it. Oh shit, Tuesday.
Yes.
It's a friggin' holiday.
It's the worst. It is. I know. I'm glad I ordered my Chanel when I did because it came right before the holiday weekend. And I was
Oh my
like,
God.
thank you.
And if you have you ever noticed, like if you order it and it happens to be in the hub in California, you can kiss a whole week of your life goodbye. No, you're not getting that package over here
No.
within a week. That's gonna be a week. But I love buying
Yep.
stuff that comes from New York because boom, she's there
Faster.
in like 2 days.
That is the best.
Yeah.
And I also refuse to pay for expedited shipping. Like, I
Yeah.
got burned on that because the only 2 or I've returned more than 2, like 3, I don't know, a handful of things I've returned from Fashion File, for example. I've always paid for the expedited shipping, and you don't get that back. So, I mean, I'm obviously sounding like a cheapskate because it's like $19, but still, like, I didn't
No,
get to keep
that's
the item because it wasn't what I
$19.
wanted, so I want my money back. So I
It's a
stopped doing
sucker's
that
bet.
because it is. And I also got burned at Coach once because I bought something that was defective. When I got it, it was like I bought it from the reserve and the logo was all scratched up. So I returned it at the store and I didn't realize till after I had done it, but I didn't get my shipping returned. So if you return it at the store, they don't, well, I don't think they refund your shipping anyway. But again, I'd paid the extra, like, I think it's $5 per Coach for 2 day
Yeah,
shipping
that's
or
the
something.
thing. But that whole thing happened to me it was year before last when I got banned. Where I took a bunch of my it was that artist drop at the outlet. You know what I'm talking about?
Basquiat.
Yes, the
Yeah.
Basquiat. So I ordered all these things and I loved one bag. I ordered like 5 things and I loved one bag. So I kept the one bag And I decided, I would make the drive. It's like 45 minutes for us to go to an outlet. Either way, like,
Mhm.
to the east or to the west of us. We just live in the middle of, you know.
Yeah.
So I decided we would go to Asheville. So I'm like, cool, let's make a day of it. Let's get over there. Let's do it. So she says to me, like, the manager of the store, like, we can take this back for you so you don't have to ship it, because it was a lot. It was heavy. And I knew if I
Wow.
shipped that, it would cost me a lot of money. And I was already like, no, I'll take my chances. Mm-mm. I will never, ever do that again to save some money.
Nope.
But yeah, you're right. The shipping, it does. Yeah, it's a sucker's
Yeah,
bet. You're right.
it
You're right.
really is.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Sin says I have cameras set up to catch my deliveries. Yeah, I do too. But the funny thing about my Nest is I don't get the notifications. Who does? Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. He
Oh no.
sure does. He's like, something on the porch. I'm like, oh, that must be for you. I didn't order anything. Really? I don't. Wow. Maybe it's Carter's. I
Wrong
don't know.
address.
Sin says, Andrea says, Meredith, your DHL guy probably suspects you have a crush on him who orders so much. Hey. USPS slowly walks the package to the door. FedEx opens the door and pushes them out of the way. UPS runs it to the door. Amazon is a very different truck. And dude, every time in unmarked vans. So true.
Yes.
I won't lie though, I did miss a guy one day, and he was up in the neighborhood, and I was like, can I? He was like, oh God, here's this woman, another woman stopping my truck for me to go through where she missed the package. I'm like,
Yep.
please,
Yep.
you just
I
left.
my husband is an amazing human for many reasons, but one day I was so upset because we both have jobs outside of the home, and we can work remotely occasionally, like a couple days a week. And I had a delivery coming on a day I had to go to the office because we had this big project. I had to be there, and it said it was going to be delivered between like 2 and 7. And I'm like, okay, if I can get home, typically it shows up around 3. I'm like, if I can leave at like 2:30, I can be there. And I get stuck in a meeting, and my husband's driving home, and he's texting me or telling me, "Hey, I'm almost there. I'm almost there." And on the camera, I get a notification the UPS guy is there, and I'm like, "Crap! You're still like 10 minutes away. I'm
Oh,
still 30 minutes away." So he leaves a little sticky note, and I told my husband he chased them around our neighborhood trying to find him and
oh,
tracked him down for me because
that
I forget
was
what it was. I think it was my Givenchy tote,
that was
and
sweet.
yes, so he is a good person for that. I mean, for a
Yes,
lot of things, but he's very
yeah.
sweet. But we don't tell him what I paid for it. It was $100 if he ever asks.
Okay, yeah, of
That's it. It's 100
course,
bucks. That's all.
honey. You're talking to a trained professional here, of course.
Yes.
I'm gonna get some merch one day. When I do, it's just gonna be, "Don't tell my husband nothing." That's
Yes.
all it's gonna say.
Yes.
But everybody in the world will know.
Yes.
Yeah, we
hmm
know what she's talking about. Yeah, yeah,
Yes. Yes.
for sure. New York rules. Dawn says, Sin, Kate Spade wasn't involved with the company for years before she died. Yeah, she wasn't. And it isn't it Kate Spade and Coach aren't they? They're together,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. They're owned by a company called Tapestry, I think is what it's called.
That's it. Yes. Sana, what my friend, what's up, doll? Sana, tell us everything. She just keeps saying my friend. I'm like, yes, we're friends. Say something. Tell me everything, girl. I will spill it for you. We will tell people. Yes, girl. Yes. Jack says, Dawn, I believe it. Birkenboy says, I hate getting deliveries. We have gates at our driveway and live in a gated community. So they say it's too much work to deliver. So they take them to the post. Oh,
Mm-mm.
mm-mm. There has to be like a little guard shack. Can't they just leave it there? That's messed up.
That is
Well,
messed
that's
up.
what you get for being rich and living in a fancy house, Amy. I'm sorry. It's a trade off. It's a trade off. Live in a nice house, get your packages every like. That's why I live in a dump. I'm just kidding. It's my dump, but what are you gonna do? My friend Sana, what baby? I don't know. Can you see the chat?
I see pieces of it popping up, but
Oh,
then they
okay.
go away before I can read them. So I try
Okay.
to keep up.
I think you know what I think I do. I think that it keeps popping up, but I think what I do is I did this last week with Dee Dee last live. I hit it with my thumb and then it pins the post. So I think I've done that. But I keep thinking like in my mind, I keep thinking that Sana is keeping on saying like my friend, but it's
Oh, I
actually
see.
yeah. But you see
Oh,
it
that's
too.
funny.
I need to unpin it. I don't know. Or maybe she is saying it over and over. I don't know. I
Maybe.
don't know.
I don't know.
But
I
yeah,
had so
I
many
did that
issues.
last
I'm
week and
afraid to hit me thing.
I kept reading the same thing from Dee Dee and I was like, Dee Dee, why do you keep saying that? And I was like, oh, okay. My
That
dumb
makes
ass
sense.
has hit the thing and I've pinned a post and didn't even freaking realize it. That's how stupid I am. But
Oh
yeah.
no, no.
Steph
I am
says I ordered a
technologically
speedy.
challenged.
Steph says I ordered a speedy from Louis Vuitton and the package got lost. Ooh, this is a nightmare from which we do not ever want to have. Like, ooh, we got to wake up from that one. It never showed
Mhm.
movement past the origin scan. I reported it. LV said it'll take about 3 weeks for a claim. For me to get my money back, Steph.
Oh,
That is horrible.
that really is.
No, not today, devil. I can't. I can't. I did
Mm-mm.
get one lost. So my cousin lives in Vegas, and she will mail me stuff like because they have boutiques on every corner. So one year I just told her to go pick up some stuff for me, just little things like journal. I think she got me a clay, but it was still I'm that still costs money. But
Yes.
she sent it and it took, I mean, it was weeks. And I called and the lady on the because it was around the holidays. And the lady on the USPS line, because it says like your wait time is 48 minutes. I'm like, yes. Let me put this on speaker. I'm waiting. I'll change the bed sheets. I'll watch a movie.
Hmm.
I don't care. I'm not leaving. And she got on the thing. She was so nice because normally they're like, yeah, I don't get there when it gets there. She tracked it. She was like, was there insurance? And I was like, yes, but I really want the package. And I like had a tear. And she was like, ma'am, don't cry. We'll get it. And she did. They did. She
Oh,
found it. She found it. She was like, I will track it for you all the way. And we will give you updates. I was like, oh my gosh, I love you,
angel.
USP. Oh, Dawn says, I worked at UPS. They time everything that you do. They do. I know. Yes, they time how long it takes you to go from point A to point B and how long it takes you to run up on the porch and get a signature. I get
Hmm.
it. Yeah. Plus, if you get done early, you can go home. So that's all the incentive I need. I'm like, let me get these track shoes on. Give me a good workout.
Sounds good.
Like, think about it. If you had to deliver mail, would you rather do the truck or would you rather, like, some of them park and just walk around your neighborhood?
It
I think,
depends.
yeah, the weather would kill me. The
Yeah,
weather.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah.
Though those trucks aren't air conditioned, I don't think. So either way, you'd be hot in the
Oh,
summer. So
they're
maybe walking would be better.
they do have air conditioning. It's
Oh, they
called
do.
260. Yeah, 260. You know what
Okay.
that is, right?
No,
That's
never
going
heard of it.
down the road with two
Two
windows down at
windows.
60 miles an hour.
That's so funny. That's hilarious.
Yeah, put that old 260 on and let's go.
Oh, that's
I
funny.
bought Minnie an old car with no air conditioning and been so we bought a this is so funny. We bought our very first luxury vehicle. It was an older BMW and my
Mhm.
husband surprised me with it. I was so happy and it was beautiful and I'd pull up and people would be like, "Who the hell do you think? Look at you over there, Miss Scott Rocks." Little did they know this was in the winter that he bought it. He worked great. It got to be summertime.
Uh-huh.
Tell me
Uh-huh.
how fast we traded that car. It was going to cost more than the car to put air conditioning back in it. I
Yep.
was like, nope, we got to get rid of her. She can't. She's beautiful, but no. Mm-mm.
Out of here. Yeah.
Right. But I was
Yeah.
like, when he bought it, it was so chilly and cool outside. I was like, oh, the heat works great. And then
Yeah.
it got to be like 75, and I was like, oh no. No, I am too
No.
fat to be roasted in this car, honey. We gotta. No,
Yeah,
not
my
today.
first car didn't have air conditioning. My very
It's
first
a
car had
bitch,
none.
right?
It was awful, and then it was a piece of junk. My brother and sister already destroyed it, And then I got my car and it had air conditioning, but then it broke and it would only work if you exceeded 60 miles an hour. So if you were in
Oh,
town, it wouldn't work. Like, if
so
something goes wrong, I don't know.
you were
I'm
like,
not a mechanic, but it
let
didn't
me
work.
get on this interstate
Yes,
right now. Let me get on the freeway
yes,
just as quick as I can. But
yes.
I don't live on the freeway. You do
Don't care.
now, Beach. That's funny. Oh my God. Hilarious. So tell us what you have coming up as far as your next video. Have you planned it out? What do we got coming up?
Yeah, so I have a Rebecca Minkoff video coming. I filmed it, I haven't edited it, but it's where I break down that video, that bag, kind of review it and
Mhm.
explain why I didn't keep it.
Yeah.
But also the tag video that I was tagged in, I'm excited to do with the 5 least used bags. And
Yes.
I may do that first because I actually have been wanting to do a video similar to that. But I'm trying to decide if I want to include like my whole collection or if I want to narrow it down to just like the true luxury brands.
Okay.
Because majority of my least used are going to be Coach because I just don't grab for them as much. I don't know
Yeah.
why. So I'm
I
trying to decide
feel
how I
you.
want to do that.
Yeah. I don't grab for the Coach. I love Coach. She's my like first love. But
Same.
then and of course I went, they had a huge sale yesterday. I mean a humongous sale. And all the reserve pieces were like that mint and surf stuff was cheap.
Hmm.
So I I regretfully say that I did buy 3 bags. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them because that sale was final sale. The
Yeah.
one on the outlet,
Yeah.
the reserve pieces that went over, those were final sale. I did buy a Pride item. I always try to buy a Pride item
Same.
from Coach at, when the Pride stuff drops, but
Yeah.
they just aren't giving too much of a variety.
It's the same stuff as last
And then
year, pretty much.
I bought I bought a bag, but it was on oh hell, that's how much I've shopped. I don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
I know I bought a
Same
bag
thing.
on the store, the retail site, and I bought two, and then I bought that Pride. So like, we're done, Coach. And I
Yes.
said in a video like 2 videos ago, I said like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna be buying much more Coach because I'm gonna wait till they drop the fall stuff. Fame lies,
Yeah.
lies. You
I
liar.
same, same. Because as you're talking, I'm imagining 2 bags at the Coach outlet I saw when we were there looking at the new Pride selection this year, which I didn't buy anything from that this year because it's all the same as last year and everything I want I already have. But there were 2 bags, and one is it's a little shoulder bag, and I'm getting into those, and it looks beautiful. It's like a painted like beach scene on it, and I don't
Yeah,
know what it's called, but it looks really cool. And then they have
yeah.
another one. It's the Rowan tote, which is kind of
Oh,
like a speedy, so it's
yeah.
something that we like a lot.
I love.
And yes, and it's a white like reflective CC, and it has like
Ooh.
Hawaiian people like surfing and a few
Oh, I
palm
saw
trees.
that.
Yes,
Yes,
I'm
that is a.
obsessed with those, but I
Oh my
can't buy
God.
anything because I just literally said I can't buy
You
anything.
can't,
But
right. And
I
I will
might have
break my
to.
rules just every day. Like right now, I can look you right in the eye, David, and say, we're done buying. And I
No more.
swear to you, I will leave this live and I will buy something.
Yes, you will, and it's okay because I
It's
will do it
not
too.
okay. I'm going to be living in one of those Portland leather goods boxes. They're big
You
enough,
are. Yeah,
right?
can I join because I will have to too. Oh, oh.
Oh my God, that's so
But I may need
crazy.
to buy one of those because those are beautiful,
Those
and
are.
I'm hesitant to buy the Rowan because every Rowan I've purchased, except my Pride one, I've actually sold. I mean, I've used them, but then I've sold
Yeah,
them because I don't know. I have this weird thing. I have every Speedy that you can
yeah.
buy,
I know, yeah.
and I think, okay, well, I paid a lot of money for these.
Mhm.
I didn't pay a lot of money for this. I feel like I should be using these more because
Yeah,
I have to
exactly. There's a
justify
certain
that.
amount of guilt. There's a certain amount of
Exactly.
guilt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And the
then the Rowan
Rowan,
sits.
for whatever reason, is a good resale. Like they
It
hold it,
is.
they do
Yeah.
pretty good when you resell. I mean,
Yeah.
you can at least get your money. It's not like you're
Oh
gonna
yeah. One of
make a
them I
lot of
actually
money,
made
but
money.
yeah.
I had
Yeah,
one where
you
I made a
can.
little bit.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah,
good.
but
That's
no.
always a good
Yeah.
feeling.
Oh, I
When
know.
you
I love
lose,
that.
like I lost money on that stupid Loewe bag that I bought, and I don't mind that I bought it. It was just stupid on my part, but I thought I really was going to be into, but I just wasn't. I don't know
Hmm.
what about that bag. Just like it was just
It
like
didn't jive.
repellent. Like, I can't do it. Maybe I felt
Yeah.
some kind of guilt and shame that I bought it when I shouldn't have bought. I don't know. I really don't
Maybe.
know, but the
I feel you.
psychology, like we need, like my daughter said today, she was like, "We need to get you some help, mom." I'm like, I know,
If you find a therapist to help, give them my number because I need it too, and I think a lot of us on here need
we
it
do,
because
we do.
I love when I see people like, "Oh, there's no more bags in the next video, unboxing,"
I
and
might,
I'm
like,
like,
yeah, because
"I
I
do
do
it
that
all the
every
time."
time. I'm saying it right now, like, no more bags,
Yes,
and then you guys will see me hauling 15 bags and like, oh crap, she bought bags. Who
yes.
is she? But I will tell you guys, I do have an MCM unboxing that I just impulse bought two different totes so I could just see them, because like you said, we don't get to see them in person unless we order
Yeah.
them. But I've seen one and I'm kind of like, oh yeah, it's okay, but no. So yeah, I'm waiting on the other one to come in so I can unbox them for you guys and tell you
Uh-huh.
that it is a fail. I'm not gonna keep them.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are
Well,
you gonna do?
what are you gonna do? And I mean, you said it right there. I hate returning stuff, and my
I
videos.
know.
Anytime I've had to return something, I always explain like I do not like doing this
Yeah.
because I know that I've heard there are other people on YouTube and other places that buy stuff, review it, and then return it all the time.
Yeah,
And
all the
I don't
time.
ever want to do that because first off, that's still expensive because
Yeah.
yes, you're gonna get the money back, but I'm fronting all this money up front to show you. Like
I
that's
feel
silly.
I feel like people who do that, and it's, the thing is, even if the person, the YouTuber, does unbox it, show it, and then you never see the bag again, or they say,
Mhm.
a month or two later, like, I'm going to sell it. That's cool. Do what
Yeah.
do you. And I
Yep.
got to see that bag where I would have never gotten to see it. But
Mhm.
I think it's a little. Sometimes it gets a little disingenuous because I feel like sometimes they don't really love, like they don't have the same passion about the bags
Yes.
because they kick them to the side after. But it also makes me think, well, are they in that I have to unbox and unbox and unbox to get people to watch, because unboxings are, as you know, the biggest draw.
It's
So
true.
it's kind of the machine. Is it the machine making them buy them and then they
Yeah.
return them, and
Yep.
but bags don't work for everybody. I get it.
It's
But
true.
when it becomes a pattern, it's,
Yep.
yeah, yeah.
Speaking of return, I'm gonna talk about this in my video, and I think that you'll cry when you hear it. Did you see Fashion File change their return policy?
Oh no, you're
It's no
kidding.
longer 30 days. It's 15 days from the day they ship it. So if it
Oh my
takes 5 days to get to you, by the time you get it, you have 10 days
God.
to
10
return it.
days to decide.
Yeah,
Yeah, it used to be
which
30.
yeah, which I think honestly is probably a result of a lot of people buying and returning, which I did see an influx of your bag's back in stock, which means someone returned it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um, so I saw that a lot, but that made me cry because as someone who doesn't have these stores near me, I can't just go to Neiman's and look at all these. I
yeah,
can't go to Louis Vuitton. So sometimes, and I know I think Autumn said it once in a video during COVID, and I liked how she kind of related because she even said, I don't like returning because she bought I think a bunch of Coach bags or something, but
yeah.
she's like I can't go see them right now because during COVID everything was closed.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's how I feel all the time because I
All the
can't just
time.
go into a Chanel boutique and look at these. I mean, they don't
I'm
make these anyway, but
surprised. What surprises me about a bag is the size. Like
yes.
even if I see that it says it's 9 by 8 by 3,
Mhm.
I still cannot get that in my head to
Same,
like picture
same.
until I take it out and I go, oh, okay, this is way bigger than what we thought. Like the
Yeah,
size to me, girl, and I am a size queen. But no, seriously, like size does
it's
matter on these
it
bags to
does,
me. You know what I mean?
it
And
does.
I did sort of take that MCM bag that I bought, and I had no clue that it was the size that it was, and that was
Mhm.
the like, okay, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous, but do I need another tote right now? No, I really don't.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Well, that's one of the reasons with the Rebecca Minkoff Edie, in the maxi size, and I know I have said 100 times I still want the jumbo Chanel, but that bag is bigger than my grand shopping totes,
oh, it's
which I
huge.
yeah, which
Yeah,
looking at it online, I even watched several unboxings of it, and I'm like, "Okay," like, I knew it was bigger than, like, your
yeah,
average flap, but I had no idea when I compared it to my at the time, I just had my black GST. I put them side by side, and it was
Yeah.
bigger than my tote. So this is
And
basically a tote with a flap.
oh my god! And last year, weren't they the one? Didn't I see them with the humongous
Yes,
oversized?
I think
Like,
so. Yes.
what's
What do you put in
happening?
there?
Yeah, I think YSL with the I Care whatever Ikari I Care bag whatever they caught on to something and Chanel did with their big trash bag.
Hmm.
So everybody was like, oh hell, we've got to have a humongous
Giant bag.
bag. Like yeah, but
Yes.
no, we
No.
can't do
No.
that. Not today,
No.
devil.
No. Well, I know. When I first started carrying bags, for some reason in my mind, I thought like, oh, the bigger the bag, the more masculine the bag, which is the dumbest thing in the world.
No,
Like, smack me in the face for that. What the hell am I
no. But
thinking?
I mean,
So
yeah,
you don't know. So I bought
you
my
don't know.
Speedy 30, and the Speedy 30 is great. I'm never getting rid of it. First off, Speedies resell aren't worth anything to resell because there's a million of them. And I'm too
No.
afraid to sell it myself, so I would consign it to like Fashion File, and they're going to give me like $180 for it. I'm exaggerating, but they're not going to give me.
Yeah.
I paid
Oh, sure.
$1,600 for it. I'm not going to get that, but I'm going to keep it. But the 25 is way better. And there's another bag I bought. Oh, my Turin.
Oh
Actually,
yeah, I love that
Autumn
bag.
Autumn made me buy that bag because
I
she
know. I
unboxed
was getting
Orchid
ready to
hers, and
say, did you get
yeah,
influenced by Autumn?
I did, because that was actually when I found her on YouTube was when I was looking at that bag because I was looking it up and I'm like, oh, I saw it. I'm like, this is really pretty, and of course she had like 100 videos on it, and I watched through all of them in one day.
Yeah.
I wish I would have got the PM because the MM is actually too big for me. It's like a diaper bag, in
Have
my
you
opinion.
seen
It's
the
way
little
too big.
tiny? I think Eva had it. The little. Oh,
Yes, it's like this big. I know, but
I
they're so
want it, but now
expensive.
everybody's like, it's 2,500. I'm like,
Yes,
for what?
I know. I think I paid 1,200 for my MN like 3 years ago. I'm not paying that for the little
Yeah.
itty bitty. And obviously, me being not a small male, the mini bags are cute and I love them, but they look ridiculous on me when I use them. So I refuse to spend luxury money on them. I only buy like the Coach minis for
Oh
fun
yeah.
because if I never carry something that costs $40, I don't care. I'm not
We're
gonna
good.
cry.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I spend $2,100, you damn bet I'm gonna carry the damn thing because
Yes.
that's a
Oh
lot of money.
God. Yes. Or I'll sell it. Case in point, Jack says, I waited on hold with the IRS for 60 minutes. Solution took 5 minutes. I mean, classic. Steph says, my husband is a master automotive technician. He tells me all the time that people who buy luxury cars don't realize how much more maintenance and repairs cost. Oh,
True.
I do.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Same.
I totally do. I do. First time catching your live, loving it. Hey, SG, thank you. Welcome in. You guys come up the live for me if you don't mind. Sin says, Winnie, I'm staring at your Speedy with blue monogram, wishing LV would make one in the nanos. Oh, ooh, don't even say it. Ooh, I would die. Oh, yes, yes. Says what? Says hi. Hi, says what? Love you, girl. Steph says, no worries. You can always cut up your bags and sew them together to make a tent, right? I can't sew. Oh, God. I'm going to have to hire somebody, and that's going to cost money, too. Let's say, Jackie says, if you got a mitten surf bag in the blue, I'll buy it off of you in 3 months. She knows me. Jackie knows me so well. She's like, anything that she sees, she just goes, okay, that's mine because I know you're going to sell it. So that was mine. She knows me. She knows me.
I love that.
Oh my God, I do too. I do too. Caleb says, it's only a problem if you say it is.
True. It's a
I'm
great
kind of
philosophy.
I'm kind of whispering it, but don't tell everybody else. Don't let it get around. Dawn says hi to Sus. SG says hey to Caleb. Wednesday laughing at Steph. Steph, oh my God, seriously, it would be great protection. Oli says I'm a psychotherapist in real life. Oli, help me, help myself. I love that Oli is. So I know that Oli has tons and tons and tons of beautiful, nice, expensive luxury bags. So just by knowing that, it makes me feel better because I feel like I'm healthy now. Like, Ollie's
Totally.
healthy, right? Oh, I love
I
it.
love
Okay,
it.
that turned my day around. That turned my whole day around.
Perfect.
I'm happy. Ollie, yeah, give me, but still reach out to me in private message. Okay. Oh my gosh. We're gonna have to get off here. I'm gonna go. I have to go eat some delicious plant-based foods.
Oh, yay.
Tomorrow's 4 weeks of delicious plant-based delicacies. Um, so yeah, Andrew V. Fashion File. I know the nerve, the very freaking nerve of Fashion File to do that to
Breaks
us.
my
Jack's
heart.
bag attack. Autumn got me on the Turin and I didn't keep it. It was so heavy. Yeah, that's a heavy bag.
It is.
Ollie, love you. Love you too. See, that helped. That helped too. So I keep seeing Sana's pinned post down there, and I keep wanting to say, "My friend, what girl, what?" But it's me. I do this every week, and then I keep running across the thing and going, "Are we still saying the same thing?" No, no, you hit it with your thumb. You 54-year-old woman, and technology is killing you.
Technology is hard. I get it.
Oh, Sin says she's having sushi tonight for dinner. Sin, don't tell me that. I love sushi. Jackie says Meredith always says she wants everything Amelia Rose buys. Winnie, you're my Amelia. Oh, sweet. Yeah, we do like the same kind of stuff. So, yeah, and everything that Meredith buys, everybody wants. And candy. I gotta say candy too. Candy's bags are pretty primo. Like, I like it. I like it a lot. All right. Well, thank you, David. And we'll be looking out for you. I'm going to post David's channel down below. Definitely, I'm going to put your video about your Chanel's in there. People will be interested to see that.
Yes.
So
Of
definitely
course.
subscribe and hit the thumbs up to David because he is one in a million for doing this on such short notice. And we had a good time. Come
Yes.
back anytime. You are a pleasure to talk to, my friend.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate you so much. This was so fun.
All right, guys, have a great rest of the day. Hopefully, we'll be back here tomorrow with some shenanigans. Okay, bye,
Bye,
guys. Love you
everyone.
guys. Bye.